Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and recently I was asked to talk about my experience with the Fleet Arena and why it's important that we should all actually be doing the Fleet Arena. Now, as I prepare this, I want to let you guys know that I have always struggled with wanting to do the fleets. Now, for me, I've always loved collecting the characters, but the ships have always been kind of hard, and really I've done it out of necessity. Right? Because I know that they're going to be moving towards ships, and I know that that's going to be an important factor in the game. Eventually, it just hasn't been for a really long time. So what I did recently is I recorded my last Fleet Arena climb. Currently, this is a look at my GAC or my SWGOH account. My goal every day is instead of being between 100 to 50, I want to be between 50 and 20. Because I can do that with really not having to struggle too much. Now, if you look at the team that I'm running, I'm currently running the Negotiator. I've got Houndstooth up front. I've got Anakin Starfighter up front. And I've got the Umbaran Starfighter up front. Or Anakin and, Bosk are both Relic. But my Umbaran Starfighter is not. Ahsoka is in the back row. She is Relic 2. My Han's Millennium Falcon, Han is not Relic. Chewie is, and then my Evan Hawk is my cleanup crew. And as you notice, I don't have a fourth ship because my Negotiator isn't 7-star. But as you'll notice, they are as high as they possibly can go, like the abilities. The actual ship is 85, and Kenobi himself is Relic 7. So I do think that makes a pretty big difference as you're going through and doing that. But look at where I am over the last 30 days. So I've started, 30 days ago, and I was 50 to 100. And I stood there for a pretty long time. And it wasn't until about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, that I said, hey, maybe I can do this. And so I shot for top 50. And I got it. Now, I haven't gotten it every day since, but it's been pretty consistent. Now, when I started this off yesterday, I started in rank 67. And my goal was obviously to break 50. Now I look at my initial characters, or I look at the initial people that I can fight, and I can either fight a 59 or 57, and I choose 59 simply because that's going to open up a whole nother attack formation or attack group for me, and so it's easier for me to be a Negotiator, or to be a Malevolence than it is a Negotiator. And so this is where I start. In this first battle, I go through, and I'm very tempted initially to always use the Umbaran Starfighter special ability, but since no one has target lock on him, I wait. Now, I do wait longer in this than I would like to, but often what I find is within the first round, I can actually use that target lock special ability because I'm able to put target lock on all of my characters, or on all of the enemy characters without that ability being cleansed. In this, I do lose some of that cleansing power to where it's only just one person having the target lock ability on them, and so I hold off. But I've found that I will often be able to use that target lock to hit through all three of my opponents right off the bat. Now, one of the things that you'll notice here is that the enemy is pulling out these additional characters, right? These additional, and you don't have to fight them. If you're not forced to fight them, only target the main three, right? Because once you defeat those main three, the other two are going to disappear. And so if you don't have to, don't do it. It's so much easier. I win most of my battles with characters just disappearing. And so that's really important. If you do struggle with another character who's using the taunt ability, like he pulls Sunfac out here, one of the things that I love to use is Ahsoka Tano's middle ability. It allows you to take off that taunt, and it does some pretty decent damage, depending on your ship, depending on Ahsoka's levels. But it's able to do some pretty powerful damage, and it allows you to be able to kind of control who's taunting when. And as you'll notice in this first battle, I do win without having to defeat all 5 characters, and that is glorious. The next battle, I actually lose. I go through and I try to beat this character, Pastinor. Um, he's level 85. It's the same battle, right? It's a very similar battle, but I'm not paying as much attention, and I make a bad choice. I just play it wrong, and what happens is I lose. But 5 minutes later, 8 minutes later, however long it is, I attempt it again, and I'm going for level 49, rank 49. Now, what's interesting, what's good to point out is I've got about 25 minutes left. That does give me time for my last 3 battles, and so if I'm struggling here, I can regroup, I can calm my nerves, and I can readjust or reevaluate my tactics. If I don't win this, I can try again, right? The key is to keep an eye on that clock, because you want to win, but you also don't want to win with enough time left over, to get knocked back beyond level. Now, what I do in this battle, this first battle, I target Sunfac. I right off the bat, and then I go for the droid fold. It's this has allowed me, or in retrospect, this has allowed me to be able to put some serious negative effects on these characters. I've got Vulture down so that when I use my Anakin's Starfighter AoE attack, I just completely rip through Vulture, and that is gravy. Love it. This time, because Hyena Bomber is taunting, I don't use that Umbaran Starfighter ability right off the bat, but I do call in the Ebon Hawk. The Ebon Hawk, just by entering the battle, erases all of those special abilities, or erases taunt, or has the positive effects. And so I do focus entirely on the Hyena Bomber. He's driving me kind of crazy, and so I'm trying to get him down as quick as possible. Now, the interesting thing here is, because he pulls in the Houndstooth, I now have 2 characters that I can choose from that have taunt, and one of those characters does have target lock on him. Unfortunately, I don't have my special ability available, and so this is one of those moments when it's really nice to be able to have that, but I didn't have it available. So, finishing off Hyena Bomber with the Houndstooth is great. I pull in the Han's Millennium Falcon, which does an initial attack right off the bat. Throws on some awesome abilities, right? I was trying to pull the that ability from the Umbaran, and it just didn't work. It just didn't pan out. But I've been able to get the Hyena Bomber down to a point where there's not much left on him, right? And one more AoE attack, and that's going to come from Han. Going to finish him off, bringing like some of the main characters down. Now, I only have 2 characters left to take out. These other 2 conveniently go away, but that wasn't my goal, obviously. My goal is to take these others out, and I'm able to do that. And it's really a matter of paying attention. I will tell you guys, if I do this and I'm not paying attention, I lose. But when I focus and I time it right, I go through and I'm able to win. Now, I've jumped up to rank 49. I have to get to the next level. I have 16 minutes left at this time, and so I have to decide, who do I want to attack. I have a rank 46 that I can attack. It is the Malevolence, or I have a rank 40. So I decide for 40, knowing that if I go in and attack, I've got 16 minutes. This battle could take up to about 5, and then, another 5, and then depending, I've narrowed my window down of loss, and so if I can secure the rank 40, it's going to be that much easier for me to be able to not get sniped out of the top 50. And so I go in, I do the exact same thing, guys. It's fairly simple, but it's a matter of timing, a matter of patience, and it's a matter of really focusing your efforts on doing what is right, or doing what is right in that moment for your team. Now, as I mentioned, I use these characters. If you don't have them, right? If you don't have these characters, maybe tweak it a little bit. I do recommend having Houndstooth first, Anakin and the Umbaran, but you can switch out the Umbaran for Ahsoka. Really, it just depends on how you want to play it. Have a better character. Once I get the Umbaran Starfighter up to like 7, Relic 7, and by that, once I get 5s up to Relic 7, then it's going to be that much easier for him to survive, right? Because he's going to do that much. He's going to be that much more potent in battles, and so it's really a matter of taking time, being patient. Now, I do win this battle. I do get to 40, and I'm finishing my last attempt. 5 minutes left in payout, or until my payout. I do search for another malevolence. Now, if there wasn't one, I would just go in and do my best against the negotiator, right? For me, the negotiator's 50-50, right? I haven't gotten the negotiator's timing down, and so sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. It's more challenging. But with this, it's still easier for me to go for the malevolence. But because I only have 5 minutes left until my payout, it's not as critical. So I go through and I just do my best, right? Here, I am lucky enough to see that there is a malevolence. The key here is you want not stun. You want the daze. You want target lock on as many people as you possibly can. It's nice having multiple people to taunt, because if one person has target lock and doesn't have taunt, and has taunt, and another person has taunt but not target lock, you can go to the one that doesn't have target lock and hit both of them. That's super effective. It's something that I've done many times, and I've just had great success with it. Now, hopefully this walkthrough has shown you guys how to actually go about doing it. Hopefully you see my method. You probably are seeing mistakes here. If you are one of those that is like hands down a great Fleet Arena captain, you probably have seen a lot of mistakes that maybe I just didn't even notice. This is like the basic, idiot's guide, because these are things that I've just figured out on my own. And I hope that this helps, guys. If it does, please leave a comment in the section below. If you see a mistake, leave a comment in the section below. I do try to respond to all the comments that are posted. You guys take the time. Comment. I'm going to try to take the time to read and respond. That being said, also in the section below, you'll see 2 links. The first link is for a free trial for an Audible account. You can get 1 free audiobook from Audible. You sign up, 30-day trial. If you don't like it, you keep the book and you don't pay a dime. If you do like it, great. You help out the channel. Even if you don't like it, you sign up. You help the channel. But try it out. There's some amazing Star Wars books out there and some really great content coming. Additionally, you can check out the Going Nerdy swag store, where I am designing and creating different t-shirts. This is for me and for like my family and stuff like that. But if you want a t-shirt designed, if you have an idea, if you have a logo art design, you're like, hey, print this up and you can sell it on my shop, let me know. These are really quality t-shirts, and I love them. But if you buy a t-shirt, you do help. If you buy a mask, a towel, a blanket, there's a lot of different things you can buy. But check out the Going Nerdy swag store and let me know, right? Help out the channel. Let me know what you guys think about this. If there's other videos that you would like to see, leave a comment in the section below. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I know that a lot of people that watch this aren't subscribers, so subscribe and check us out. Hit the notification so that you can be alerted every time I post a video. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friend, smile. Stay nerdy.